The Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston is an entryway into Jamaica. Since the global outbreak of COVID-19, several health security measures have been implemented to protect visitors and Jamaicans against the spread of the virus. Here are the safety guidelines to expect as you come through the airport.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. In light of the current coronavirus pandemic, PAC Kingston Airport Limited wishes to advise of the following COVID-19 protocols. Only passengers and staff are allowed inside the ticketing concourse. All farewell activities must be done at the departure curbside. Maintain physical distance of 6 feet. Wash hands for 20 seconds. Avoid touching your face and wear a mask at all times.
We need to have in mind that we are in a new normal, and this is a new layer. All the tests, the interviews done by the Minister of Health are a new layer, a new activity, so you need to be patient. Everybody that is involved in the service chain, we are trying to do our best to make you feel comfortable, make you feel welcome. Everybody coming to the airport, they need to wear a mask. That's mandatory. We are asking you to keep your relatives outside of the building.
Just prior to disembarking the plane, or as you do, you will be greeted by health officials explaining the procedures to be followed as you go through the airport. First, you must sanitize and adhere to physical distancing protocols. You will have to repeat these measures as you move through the airport.
We put more than 1,000 decals advising our visitors about social distancing. We put those in the check-in counters, in the screening checkpoints, in the baggage claim at Customs Hall, in the immigration hall, in very different places so everybody can identify where to stand while they are waiting for a service.
Government has revised the health screening process for airports. As such, not all incoming passengers will be tested at the airport. Based on observation and the health screening process, the medical officials will determine if you are high risk and must do a COVID-19 test on spot or at a later date.
We are moving away from testing persons at the airport when they come in. Right now, we continue to sample some of the flights in order for us to get an idea if there are positive cases that continue to come into the island.
Technology plays a big role to gain access to Jamaica. While at the airport, visitors are required to download the JAM COVID-19 app onto their device. During this process, you will have to confirm the information provided on the travel authorization form you filled out prior to traveling.
Right now, we're using the app for the geofencing where they get the calls to ensure that they're in the right location. But right now, you will get calls from the health department to check on your temperature and if you're having any symptoms, and persons from the health department will visit. But as we go into hundreds and hundreds of persons that are coming into the parish, it's not going to be so easy. But there will be a new way to do this in that you will be required to put in your temperature and your symptoms on the app, and the health department will be able to monitor you from this.
After completing the health and app processes, you will be allowed to move on to immigration. You will be denied access to immigration if clearance was not granted by the previous steps. You may be issued a ticket or escorted to immigration to prove that you were indeed processed at steps 1 to 3. Also, don't forget to sanitize as you move from one area to the next. Health officials may instruct you to do so if you don't, but for your own safety, just do it. Baggage claim is not the regular affair of grabbing your bag and go. Within this area, strict protocols must be followed. Therefore, only a few persons at a time are allowed inside the turnstile area. Depending on the number of persons inside the room, you may have to wait until others have claimed their luggage and exited. Or you may be asked to take a seat inside the area and wait for others before you go. Also at baggage claim, the health officials often conduct a pep talk with passengers on Jamaica's regulations pertaining to quarantine, social distancing, and the wearing of masks. Be sure to listen. Inside the customs hall at NMIA, you must wait until it's your turn, and you are thus instructed to be assessed by a customs officer. You must stay behind the designated line at all times while being processed. Security personnel are on hand to ensure you follow these guidelines, or else.
In Jamaica, we welcome all visitors, businessmen, Jamaicans coming to see their relatives, to see their friends. Everybody's welcome. But we need to be totally sure that you are safe and the people of Jamaica are safe. So yes, we are not doing that to make you feel uncomfortable. We are doing that, as a partner of the government, to have everybody safe. That's the main objective of that.
Welcome home. Drive safe to your destination, and remember to adhere to the country's COVID-19 protocols.
We thank you for choosing the services of the Norman Manley International Airport.